Hello. I feel terrible today, but I think my brain is doing okay. It's just the rest of me that's gone bad. That's okay though. I think the brain should be all right. Anyhow, um, I built a new counter hand because that's what I do. Because I was thinking yesterday, I was talking about incidental plus wall, kind of having the back ends on stuff, and I was trying to think what matches up well with 8753. Because I used 7358 in the very first game, and I get a plus wall with the 8 and the 5 against the 7, but they get a better plus wall with the 7 and 5 against my 8. So that didn't seem great. And I was thinking an 8753 against an 8753 plays pretty well. They both kind of dominate each other, but that can go either way depending on who gets to play after. So I ended up coming up with this idea based on something Tezuka did against me, where when he beat me, it was the finals. I forget what tournament, but it was a 5-game finals. And he beat me, and he did two interesting things. Well, one main interesting thing. He ran 4487 and 8742. And that played really well against my 6763 army. So I thought 8742 is a pretty decent matchup against 8753. It's okay. They both have the plus wall with the 2 gap, but they don't plus wall each other on the backside. Like 8753, the 83 can plus wall the 5. It's not going to plus wall a 4. And similarly, 8742 isn't going to hit 8753's backside. Not the biggest deal. Doesn't mean it's a great counter or anything. Just means um, running 8753 against 8753, excuse me, is a little risky because it can swing either way who that advantage is. An 8742 I think kind of minimizes that, but maybe hits his 6763 well. And the 4487 can also get a plus wall with the 4 and the 8 against the 6763. So I was thinking he used those really well against my 6763s. And if I'm going to do that, maybe I should run 6763s because maybe they'll play really well off them, surprisingly well off them. And so I thought, I can't run two. So I'm thinking 6763 and 6762. And again, if he's going to stick on hand, which we don't know he is, I want to grab the incidental plus walls. So I did 6762 because that plays really well against his 6763, and then 6367 to play off both of those. And also, potentially, that's my starter. That was my best starter idea because he has that weakness to the right. And with 8742, I've added a plus wall against 7s. So 6367 lands pretty well in 9. And I thought that might be tricky for him. I was thinking about 7-7 corners in 3 or 9, but I ended up thinking, is a 7-7 corner here all that much better than a 6-7 corner, and the 6-3-6-7 might have more varied uses? I don't know. That's what I was thinking. He said, let's do it, so I assumed the game would be taken soon, but, I assume we'll get there. I can keep talking. And then for my last card, I went 3-5-7-5 because that just seems to line up well with the hands. My intended starter is 6-3-6-7 and 9. I think it's a little tricky for him to take. He can take with 4-2-8-8 from 6, or 3-5-7-5 from 6. And I guess my recapture in 8 has an 8 facing out, which is a little annoying to work with. But he doesn't have safety in 7 at the end, so probably good for me. And he doesn't have a capture in 8, and it's hard for him to set up for a capture in 8. Okay, you'll be able to see the hand now. So this was the Top one's the previous counter hand I tried that didn't end up countering very much. As I put it after, didn't counter shit. Still haven't tried this hand. Kinda skeptical. Um, I don't like the 5287's matchup with the 4288. I think that just goes in his favor. It's the first hand I tried, didn't go well. So here's today's counter hand attempt. Last one failed quite badly, but would have liked to see him have already selected because that would suggest he's sticking, but I guess it was a forlorn hope. I've seen the hand a whole lot. I was hoping, given that I clearly tried to build a counter hand last time, and that it was so unimpressive, that he might not be worried on it. But that's a shame. I probably wouldn't run this if I knew he was off that hand, but maybe. 6-7-6s I do really like. I think they often have play. So, yeah. I would say on this set so far, this is, I believe, our 4th game on the set. Is that right? I think it's our 4th game on the set. Yeah, because we played 5 open games total. Okay, he does run it back. So my intended move was 6-3, 6-7, and 9. Does this make much sense? He can play 8-7-5-3 or 6-7-6-3 and 7, but that gives me a lot of nice squares too. It's not like he only gets good squares off that. Yeah, so that's an option for him. If he was going to go 5, he'd have to use 4-2-8-8, I guess, which I'd probably be pretty happy to see come out of his hand. That sets up my cards pretty well. Like my 6-7-6-2 is fantastic there. That doesn't seem scary. So it's a little hard for him to deal with the 7. It's hard for him to go 8-7-5-3 and 7 just because then my 3-5-7-5 is so good. You could also just go far away in like 1. But then I can probably go in 6 and just say I've locked in a card. He takes with 4-2-8-8. And I play 4-4-8-7 and 3. Does he have a setup for 5? I guess so with 6-7-6-3, but I feel like I have very good cards at the end there. I can maybe play 3-5-7-5 and 5. Yeah, I think this is a good starter. Just trying to annoy with the counter hand. Also importantly, I probably should have noticed this before playing, but 4-2-8-8 and 3, I have 3-5-7-5 and 2. That's really important. That my hand doesn't need to have 4-2-8-8 and 3 covered both ways, but it really needs to have 2 rather than 6 because his recapture is in 2. So if I have 2, so I care more about like 3-5-7-5 than like 5-3-5-7, which obviously wouldn't match up as well in general because it doesn't hit the 8-7-5-3. Am I recording? Good. Okay. I just thought, what if I've just been babbling? So, okay. It seems like it could be a little something. I have given up a lot of left power. I could see him going in 1 or 4, as well as the option in 7. But the options in 7 I have an easier time taking, or they don't set up against my card. So really 1 or 4 make more sense if he wants to go against my left. And then I'm really relying hard on my 4-4-8-7. Really got to be careful there. But I think this should be annoying for him. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if I was him. It's also just 3-5-7, 5 and 6. Might simplify in a way that's good for him. That seems pretty dangerous, because say I play a 4-4-8-7 and 3, it's really hard for him to ever land something in 5, or at least a lot of the stuff landed in 5 is controlled by me playing in 2. In fact, everything, if I have both 6-7-6-2 and 8-7-4-2 in my hand, is controlled there. Now, holding 2 cards in hand is harder than holding 1, of course. I like that 8-7-4-2 also has the random plus walls against the 5s facing left, because between our hands there are 2 5s facing left. I've started to think more and more. I'm not great at building counter hands, obviously. I wish I was better at it. But I've started thinking the thing to do is just hit a lot of incidental plus walls. You notice, like, they're using a 4 in this direction, you can make an 8 and a 2. That can just sometimes annoy a little. And maybe not going for the raw power card, but just something that lines up for an annoying plus wall somewhere. Not just being able to take the high numbers, the 8s and 7s here, but line up for stuff against the low, because his 6-7-6-3 might be annoying to get out of his hand. Like if it goes in 7, that seems a plausible move. I gotta blow my nose. I think you're gonna hear this one. Well, that was a relatively quiet sneeze as my sneezes go, so hopefully your eardrums aren't blown out. But I think it's scary to play 6-7-6-3 and 7 because my 6-7-6-2 is so good. And it's scary to play 8-7-5-3 and 7, and it's scary to play 4-2-8-8 and 5. And I think that means there's, difficulties. Anything happening in the chats? No. Stream looks like it's working again. Sorry if I blew out your eardrums. Though if I did, you can't hear this, so I guess it's a win for both of us. This is our 8th game over 4 days or so. I currently lead 1-0, having snuck the closed, but I think in none of the open games has he been in any danger at all. And yeah, I haven't found a way to seriously pressure. I think I hit a little bit in a couple, and I neutralized well in the 5th. That's the one I'm happiest with. But in general, he has been ahead really often. 3-5-7-5 and 1 is currently the move I'm expecting. Not really sure why. It just feels like the one that creates the most inconvenience for me. Maybe I can just take with 8-7-4-2 though. He can't take that back very well. He doesn't really have a good move in 7 there. Maybe he just has the recapture in 2. That's probably fine. But 4-6-4-7, I do have the same in 5. 4-2-8-8 often feels risky to use. So I think I did better with the counter hand this time. I'm happy with the start to this game. He's letting time get low. All right, once again, we correctly predict his move. So I guess one potential problem with 8-7, 4-2, and 4, I guess he plays 4-2, 8-8, and 2. He gives himself a plus and 5. How does that line go? I go 3, you say takes the plus and 5, I stick something in 6. I capture one thing on the last turn, but never 2. Okay, that's a tie. Alright, I can also go in 6, maybe with 6-7, 6-2. Maybe not. Can I go 8 in a way that's annoying? Maybe 6-7, 6-2, and 8? Because his only capture in 6, I combo back in 5. And he has a combo in 4, but I combo back with 8-7, 4-2, another incidental plus wall. I did good on this hand. Man, good job, mate. So it's hard for him to go at it immediately. And if he goes 7, I have that pretty well controlled. I guess 6-7, 6-3, and 7 might be fine for him. It's a little scary because if I take any card he takes back within 5, I have a combo in 2. But maybe the combo doesn't matter because he combos back in 1. 6-7, 6-2, and 8 is an idea. Possible he can also play like 2 or 4 there or something. I don't want to go 3, 5, 7, 5, and 6. That just gives him 3. I guess it doesn't give him 3. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. He can play 4, 6, 4, 7. But I guess he can play there kind of that against anything. So I don't think I want to go 6. 8 appeals. If I take in 2, that seems like it does nothing. If I take in 4, I think that's just a tie after 4, 2, 8, 8, and 2. Don't feel like I can have much there. Yeah, don't see it. Don't think I can let 3, 5, 7, 5 out of my hand yet. I think once again he's played a good move. I gotta stop predicting his moves. He just always makes the ones I think are really good. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna go 8. Don't see much else. Is there a big setup in 5? It's always worth checking. I don't see it. 7. The game's not going to go well for me if it's directed that way. Don't think there's anything in 3. Alright, I'm going to go 8. I think 6, 7, 6, 3, and 7, 3, 5, 7, 5, and 5, 4, 6, 3, 5, 7, 5, and 4, 4, 6, 4, 7, and 5, 8, 7, 4, 2, and 6 is just a tie, but 4, 2, 8, 8, 2, 4, 4, 8, 7, 3. I'm calling that as the game continuation. I think that's just a tie, but But everything else looks pretty bad for him. So I think it's low risk. I should start putting in the game. Open my file. Sorry I'm low energy today. I do really bad when I change where I'm sleeping. And I think that's it. It could be other things, but Wazzup, Delial, started 6-3-6-7-9. He played 3-5-7-5-1, 6-7-6-2-8. And I switched like a week ago, and I think I've been sleeping pretty badly since, and it's catching up to me. But soon I'll start sleeping better, and then I'll recover. That's the hope, anyway. But I think I'm thinking okay. Maybe it's just that my hand lines up better, so it's easier to see lengthy sequences. That it is very good for me that after 4-2-8-8 and 6-3-5-7-5, he also has a plus with 8-7-5-3, but that is covered by 4-4-8-7. So I'm wrapped in a blanket, by the way. But in case you were wondering what the rustling sounds were, I don't know if you could hear them. I should stop talking about myself. But yeah, I think I have the combos off 5 really well covered. So that's something. Might be able to go 2. I feel like if he goes 2, I play 3-5-7-5 and 5. That just feels right. I get to cover the 8 facing down with 4-4-8-7, but I guess I don't cover the other numbers facing down. Did he pick up 6-7-6-3 for a second, or did I just not notice it was still there? I was only looking at the top 3 cards. Because there's no way he's playing that fast, right? Deli doesn't rush things. If 4-6-4-7 lands in 2, I think I'm gonna sneeze again. Sorry about that. The whole body is fighting me. Anyway, what was I thinking about? I was thinking about 4-6-4-7, and 4. I think that's good for me. I just go 7, 4-2-8-8-5. I have the combo in 2. What else is there? 8-7-5-3 and 7's ridiculous. 4-6-4-7 and 7 might be fine. No, then he doesn't have a good card to put in 5 after I take with 3-5-7-5. So I think it's gotta be 6-7-6-3 and 7. That looks like the move. Very good move by Delial in 1. He's too good. He's too good. The clan league finals have just come out, and I'm sure he's not happy about it because we all like getting easier wins. But I'm really happy Deli got paired with Akiyama. I think that gives us our best odds. I think Deli's playing so good right now. Not that he normally isn't, but in like 2 months, I feel like I've seen him play one bad game against Zoom in the Tezuka Hand Tournament. I don't even know that was bad, but he did lose it. But that's like, I've seen him make like one mistake in a few months. And he's played significantly more than like I have. So, I don't know. I think he's in Really, really good form right now. And every time I'm worried about something, he plays it or plays something very similar. Like after my last game starter in 3, I thought he'd play 4-2-8-8 and 2, but he played 4-2-8-8 and 6. That was very similar. Or vice versa, I'm forgetting, but I think that's right. I think I opened the file to input moves and didn't actually put in moves, did I? Because I just closed it again for some reason. Oh no, I did put in moves. Good for me. So proud. Yeah. So I think this is also an example of like, I think my hand lines up really well with his. I think I did a very good job on the counter hand this time. And, I was talking about how there are only so many moves that tie, usually around 30 of your 40 moves. But let's say there were fewer this time. Let's say my starter was really dangerous, maybe, let's say, I don't know, 24 ties. And then a bunch of them still face a ton of pressure and a bunch of neutralize quicker. And I think Deli did a good job of quickest neutralization. Yeah. Okay. Come back from blowing my nose, find he's made the good move again. Again. Okay. 3, 5, 7, 5, and 4. He takes with 4-2-8-8. I combo him. That's gotta be good for me. Right? Yeah, he only takes one thing back. It's pretty good for me. Okay. Very good for me. If he goes 4-6, 4-7, and 5, I calculated some tie there earlier. I can't take the combo, sadly. I can play 8-7, 4-2, and 6. Yeah, I don't think there's better than that. Okay, so he has a tie there. Can he lose that position? What if he goes in like 2 or 6? 3, 5, 7, 5, and 4. He goes something in 2. It's probably just a tie as well. I don't think I can lose there. Like I can play 8-7-4-2 and 5, and my 4-4-8-7 is going to do damage if allowed. So okay, can't lose there. And if he goes 6, goes 4-2-8-8 and 6. He leads 6-4. I guess I can go 8-7-4-2 and 5. I have at least a tie. I feel like I should have something else there, but I don't see it. Oh, I have a plus and 5 with 4-4-8-7. Yeah, okay, so that's good for me. So I think he has to find 4-6, 4-7, and 5 there, but he will find that. So do we have anything in 6 instead? I don't think I can do something fancy in like 2 or 5. He's so happy to go in 4. I think. Yeah. So okay, if we were gonna go in 6, probably use 8-7-4-2 and 6. If he does anything in 4, we now take it with 4-4-8-7, and we're gonna be up 6-4. Not even enough to win. 8-7-5-3 and 2. Okay, I think we're gonna play 3-7, 5-7, 5-4. Really good example of Deli facing a counter hand, and because he still found, that precise early move neutralized without too much trouble. Could make just standard moves. Really, really well played by Deli. I think this is, given that I do think my counter hand lined up pretty well, I think this is maybe his most impressive game of the match. Because he just made tying this look straightforward. And I don't think it was. I think there were a lot of appealing moves, or moves, maybe not appealing, but plausible, that played much worse than this. You can't go 4-2, 8-8, and 3. I did check that. I didn't say it, but I did check it. I didn't really look at 3, but that was the one move I did look at. Other moves seem not a problem. 4-6, 4-7, 5 though. It looks a little scary, but it's too late in the game to have actual hopes. Well, really nicely played by Deli. I do think taking second turn against a hand that's a tough matchup and just killing the game immediately is really impressive. Maybe it speaks to me playing a bad move 3. Maybe I had something better. But I think he did the job. I think he neutralized. How do you beat him? How do you beat the Dulster? Starting 6 with 7s to the left. I feel like that's all I've got left to try. I haven't tried a side starter. I think there's no way center starters are good. There's too many half safeties. I think center starters work when they can't start building out safeties, or you can control the safeties you build out. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I think this is not a set to try center starters. Like, I'd like to throw a different look at him. I think last time I thought I'd built the counter hand, and he neutralized it immediately, and I clearly hadn't. But this time, I really think I did build a counter hand, and he neutralized it immediately anyway. So it's not just that, like, nah, it's just like I feel like this game he played too well for me to even have a chance to press, I think. Maybe if I found a better move 3, I don't know. But yeah, I think he played the games so far have had no serious errors, but I don't think they've been like flawless. I think you could find like more testing moves than the ones played. But I think Deli just played perfect here. What to do? Try to beat him enclosed. I don't think I did anything wrong. Like I think I played a fine game here. I just think he played an exceptional one. Like, you can't even call it like a masterful defensive effort, because like he makes it look straightforward. After his good move to start, 7s, the first or second square you look at after I go 8, it's not all that tough to find. He just gives himself easy paths by playing perfect. So props to Deli. But what to do when you catch them on a counter hand, and not only do you not win, that's fine, you don't even find pressure, right? I have this thesis that like everyone breaks under a couple games of pressure. Almost everyone breaks. It's been pretty borne out during both of my tournament wins. But can't get pressure against Deli. This is one of the things I found. I was keeping some stats early on, and I was defining it in a way that I'm not super happy with. But I was seeing like what percentage of random games someone creates chances, and meaning achieves a winning position. And Deli created more chances than I did. He had better chances of he was more likely than I was to earn a winning position in any given game. Yeah. Only one tie at the end with 4-2, 8-8, and 2, but that's enough. Alright, well, let's check everything. 8-7, 4-2, and 6 is my go-to. That beats any move but 4-2, 8-8, and 2, but it ties there. 4-4, 8-7 is kind of funny because it now beats 4-2, 8-8, but it loses to 8-7, 5-3. If only that had a 6 to the right, that would be a pretty funny move to make. Still would lose because they'd go in 3, not 2, but okay. What if we go in 2? We have the big combo in 2 that gets comboed back and we lose. We have the nothing move in 2 that loses. And we have some moves in 3 that suck. Okay, let's play our sensible move. The one we had planned. So played 4-6, 4-7, 5. I played 8-7, 4-2, 6. I played 4-2, 8-8, 2. I will play 4-4, 8-7, 3. 8-7, 5-3 left over. Dominant performance by Deli here. Really excellently played game by him. Time to put up the other set. That was so well played. Okay, well, we'll end this video and start a new one. I know this is a lot of videos of one match, but it's also, you know, two of the best not making mistakes, so hopefully it's a fun match to watch.